Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Scarlet with Scarlet's Little Crafty Corner. Today we're going to do this Harry Potter Miniverse that I found at Walmart on clearance for $20, y'all. $20. Okay, so I have no idea how to do this. I have not read the instructions or nothing, which I guess I probably should have done that before I started videoing. But we're just gonna do this together, okay? And hopefully it turns out like it's supposed to be. Alright, so this says there are 100 pieces, and if you've seen, I'll turn the light on. If you've seen my video before where I was showing where I had gotten this from Walmart, I did open it and pulled these things out, which let me turn it over. Y'all might hear the boys in the background. I just gave them a treat ball. Those little rubber balls that you put the treats in, and then they got to run all over the place and try to get the treats out. Yeah. So I was trying to keep them busy. Alright, so this is what comes in the box. Here's the instructions. So, it's how to play with resin. Okay. I'm going to bring y'all down just a tad. I might have to adjust everything. And I'm hoping the lighting will be okay too. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to sit down here and we're going to look at this and we're going to get started. Okay. So I just paused the video real quick so I could just kind of scan over these instructions. And it says that I guess the resin is also going to be like a glue. Y'all, I've never messed with resin, so I have no idea. Alright, so we're just going to assemble first, because it honestly does not say anything in here about the assembly. Yeah, I don't know. So let me just put these over here to the side. So here is the bottom. This is the floor. And I don't know. There's nothing on here. I think this is just letting you know what's in that. So it doesn't say which side goes which way, but we're going to go right here. Okay. Well, that was just easy peasy, simple enough. Okay, we're going to put that over there. And we're going to go. Y'all, the boys are going nutso with their ball. Alright. So we're gonna do this. I think what this is just picture instructions. That's why there's nothing on that paper about the assembly of this stuff, is because it's right there. Alright, so we have got, oh my god, y'all, look at this little bucket. Is that not so cute? I mean, it's plastic, but it looks wooden. Oh my god, can y'all see this little bucket? Got a little handle and everything. Oh my lord, that is just too cute. And then we've got this, and then we have this. What is that? I might not want to do that yet, because there's, you know what, we're just gonna set this stuff to the side, because I'm gonna end up opening stuff I don't need to be opening. Then here's this. What's in there? Oh, I don't know. What's in there? Something. Something's in there. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. That looks like hair. Ew. Maybe that is what it is. I don't know. Y'all seeing this? Same as I am. What? Ooh, it's more hair. Alright, so we're going to set this off to the side. I'm just going to stick them back in their box. Oops. Alright, so here is the instructions, y'all. I hope I have y'all in camera because I'm sitting down and the camera's way up there. Okay, so we did this. And then it says place the tiles in numerical order. Oh. Okay, so what's in here is the stuff that we're going to, it's going to be kind of like concrete. Alright, so we need to take this out, but what is this, y'all? Besides grossness looking. Okay, so we have, here's the tiles. I'm going to stick that back in there until it tells me what to do with it. So I don't know. Alright, so we've got 21, 18, 17.
We got 16, 14, 13, this is 15, 12, 20, and 19. Okay. I'm going to put these in order here in just a second. Alright, you. Alright, let me put that back in there. It's so gross. I'm going to assume it's probably going to be some kind of dried herb or something looking some. I don't know. Alright, so there's those. So, ew. Alright, so we have 11, 10. Okay, so is this a 9 or is this a 6? I'm going to say it's a 6 because here's the 7. Here's the 9. There's a 14. Oh my gosh. There's the 9, 8, 7, 6. There's the 5, 4. Okay. Okay, here's 3. There's the 2. Is this the 1? Yes. Okay. So we have those in order somewhat. Alright, what was the last one? 11? Oh my gosh. I knew it was going to do that because of them being so different sizes. Okay, so there's 14, 13. Here's 15. Where's my 12? There's 12. Okay. So what did I say? 15. There's the 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and this one is 21. Alright. So we're supposed to take this. Ew. Okay. Okay. Well, they really need better pictures, instructions. Alright, how to use the glue. Peel the seal from the bucket before use. Close the bucket of glue when not in use to prevent from drying. Use the glue sparingly. A little goes a long way. Wipe off any excess glue with alcohol wipes. Okay, before assembly, insert the 2 floor stoppers, got that, on the sides of the floorboard to prevent the tiles from moving around and to prevent the glue from getting into the spaces. Remove once the tiles are dry. Spread a small amount of glue on each floorboard space. Glue the tiles with the number side down. Okay, place the tiles down in numerical order and push each tile closely against the previous. Okay. Okay. Y'all. Alrighty. This might be easier if I just use my craft glue. How are you supposed to do this? Oh, I don't know. Just dip it. Oh, my lord. Okay. Ew. Said to use it sparingly. Okay. Okay, where's my number 1? Is that it? No, that's number 11. Oh my jeez. Okay, so they want the number side down. Okay, I can do that. Ooh, this might be a hot mess video, y'all. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. Alright. I don't want to pour it because... Well, I don't know. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay. I mean, it's pretty sticky feeling on here. I mean, it is. Ew. It looks like wet clay. That's what it looks like. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be enough on here or not. And I don't know if I'm going to have to use this in other spots. Dang, that's 11. Okay, so here's the 2. Ew. Alright, there's number 2. And number 3. Number 4. Okay. Yeah, this stuff's like sticky. Okay. I feel like I'm laying brick, y'all. Which is funny because my uncle is a master bricklayer and my dad is, and that's what they use as a 20s. Yeah. Okay, so here's number 5. Well, this stuff is really sticky. That is no joke. It's pretty sticky. Because at first I was thinking, man, I'm going to have to sit here and wait for this stuff to dry. But I don't think it's going to take it long at all to adhere. Okay. Nope, I don't think so. Alright. And this is why I didn't want to do it. And I did it anyway. I probably don't want this all over my desk either. This is my diamond painting desk. I should have done this over there on the desk that I use for my miniatures, but I didn't. I really didn't think I'd be making a mess. Boy, was I wrong. Okay. Yeah, I should have done that. Okay, so this one is 10. Oh my. Right. Well, I guess if nothing else, I can see what not to do if you ever get one of these. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have to pause here in just a second and get that ball from Buster because I guess they're done. And it sounds like he's sitting here trying to chew the ball up. Which he will because he's an aggressive chewer. I've not found anything that he cannot destroy. Just about destroys everything. Poor little Booger. Before we got Buster, Booger used to love like the plushy toys and like the ropes and stuff he would play with. Well, when we got Buster chews everything up. So he, oh my goodness, this stuff is like super, super duper sticky. Ugh. But anyway, Buster chews every darn thing up. Therefore, we've had to take away most of Booger's toys so that Buster wouldn't tear them up. So now they're pretty much, all they play with is balls. And that's, well, they both like playing with them. But Boo has got a chicken, them little rubber chickens that make noise. He's got, I don't know what to do with this. He's got those, and, oh my god, he likes, okay, I'm just like, woo! Let me just stick that right there. Might as well just pull this on off. Stick this on here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna pause and go get some white. Okay. So I just went and I just got an old dish rag. Because actually, it's not hard to come off with water. Just right over water. Okay. Do you want to take it? Get that off of the bucket. Okay. And I brought some paper towels in here. Because I do tend to make a mess, I ain't gonna lie. Alright. Okay. Just in case I gotta put some more glue or something down. Okay, so this thing, surely I'll be able to get that off. Alright, so we already got that. It says 60 minutes. I gotta wait 60 minutes. So what are we supposed to do in an hour? We gotta keep going. Alright. We're gonna see what's the next part. Oh, we're gonna be doing some more gluing. Okay. Alright, let's put this here. We'll put this over here. And if I do have to wait, then I'll just put this on pause and then we'll just come back. Okay, so here is these 2 pieces. And they've got little plastic. Okay, I might not have to do that. Okay. And then we got these. Alright, so. Oh look, is that more glue? Was I supposed to use all the glue? No, it said sparingly. Okay, so here's another. Okay, we'll hold on. Yeah, we got more barrels of glue, apparently. Oh look, now we have a little trowel. These are windows. Alright, so that's all that's in there, so I'm gonna stick this back and make sure, yeah, stick that back in the box. This is pretty neat. I'm gonna have to say that this is pretty neat. Alright, so we're gonna end up having to do the same thing on here for the wall. Yeah, okay, for the floor. Glue, fill any spaces in between. Okay. Alright, gluing arches to the walls. So ensure you're gluing on the blank side of the wall and not on the emblem side of the wall. Apply glue to the 5 designated areas on the back of the arches. Align and insert the pegs on the back of the arches into the wall. Gluing stones to... Okay. So I guess that's what's in here, stones. What is this for? Is it just to keep it quiet so it's not rattling around? Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. Itty bitty piece. We're gonna put that back in there. Okay. There we go. Fix that one. that coming? Why didn't I realize that? Okay. So, we gotta glue in this way. Oh my goodness. Oh, where's some more paper towels? Ugh. Okay. We're gonna need that. Oh, get out of the way. Alright, these are numbered also, which is probably a good thing. Okay, so. Okay, so that's the front, that's the back. Alrighty. Now why didn't they give me this one to use on this instead of that? We're gonna use this. Alright, am I to where y'all can see? Yeah. Alright, let me, before I get all up into this glue, let me see, what are these numbers? Let me flip them over. Okay, these are 30s, 20s, there's a 13, a 17, there's 10. Might be easier if I just put them in order. Alright, I'm gonna pause, put these in order and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got them in order, and that hairy looking stuff that's in these boxes, it is all over these things because it's stuck to the little sticker. So I'm gonna have to pull that off. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Alright, so we're going to stick this glue in here. Okay, so, alright, there's number 1, here's number 2. Alright, I might be putting too much. Here's number 3. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, this is actually not that hard at all. And I was a little afraid. Of course, I have not gotten all of it completed, of course. But I was almost afraid that I wasn't going to be able to do this. And I thought, you know, why do they have this on clearance if it just came out not too long ago? And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's because in order to get this stuff to work, it's got to have a UV light, like what they use for nails and stuff, doing nails. I don't know. I mean, surely not. Not everybody's got one of them things. Okay. And I can just wipe off any excess that pops up on here. So yes, I still have too much in there. So it really is a little dabble-doo. Alright. So has anybody done one of these? Have y'all seen these at Walmart? Got one and did it? Or has anybody ever done these little, Miniverse things that you have to use, the resin to make stuff? I know, like, on some of them little balls, you have to use, or the resin makes, like, food or drinks, like little cakes and stuff. I think they're really neat. I really do. They're just a little out of my price range. I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't buy one. I mean, of course I could buy one. It's just, I don't want to give that much for something that I'm going to use, or I'm going to do, and then just set it. I don't know, that doesn't make no sense either because we're diamond painters, and we spend a lot on our craft. That's the thing, if you enjoy something, you're going to spend the money for it, you know? Of course, I guess it could be worse. Everything could be worse. I really hope y'all can see what I am doing. Okay, let's get these put in here. Alright, so there's number 11, 12, 13. There's 14 with some of that straw hair. Ugh. 15. Alright, I really like these little buckets. Little barrel looking things. They're quite cute. And I don't know, of course we'll figure it out once we get there. I don't know if it's going to have me glue all of these like pieces to this thing, but I'm going to anyway. Because I will display this. Once it is finished, I'll display it in there in the family room with the rest of my miniatures. I might have to come up with a plan. I've got 2 of those tall curio cabinets. I have 2 of them. They're the skinny ones. It's not a great big, huge curio cabinet. I have 2 of them, and I have one on each side of my fireplace. That I have, well, one of the curio cabinets I've got my Gone with the Wind stuff in that my cousin gave me. And then in the other one, I have got miniatures in it. And then I have got miniatures on top of this desk thing that I have in there. It's actually my daughter's that her great-grandmother gave her right before she passed away. And it's actually a computer desk, but we use it. We've got it in the living room with the boys' treats and stuff on it, because we've got laptops, we don't have a desktop. Alright, so here's 16. But I've got some on top of that. I've got some on this other shelf. I've got miniatures sitting everywhere, and I am running out of space. And I don't know what to do with them. Somebody told me, they're like, why don't you sell them? Because I put a lot of hard work into it, a lot of time goes into making miniatures. And I just, hey, I don't want to, oh, whoa. Uh-oh. No, wait a minute, that does, okay. Scared me for a minute. I'm like, uh-oh, I done put something in the wrong spot. Or put it in there wrong. But there's a lot of time that goes into doing these. And I don't want to get rid of them because I like them. If I didn't like them, I wouldn't do them. But I don't really think that I would be able to get out of it what I put into it. I mean, somebody would have to be just an absolute collector of diamond things, of miniatures that are completed. And I mean, I know there's people out there. I just don't know if, like I said, if I'd be able to get out of what I put into it. Because even though I love doing this, I never thought I would, but even though I really enjoy doing these miniatures, I just like building stuff. I do. I like putting stuff together. I like putting furniture together. I'm like, if somebody needs a cabinet put together, call me. I'll do it. I love doing it. Matter of fact, I've got a dresser. I think it's a 6 or 9 drawer dresser that I got to put together for a review. And I can't wait to do it. I haven't done it yet because I'm like, I have nowhere to go with it. Our bedroom's so small that it only holds a dresser and we've got a king size bed. And I have got a chest of drawers in there and a dresser. And that's it. That's the only thing that's going to go in there. And then, because we have a king size bed, you know, my husband, when he gets in the bed, he's got to walk sideways between the bed and the chest of drawers. Good thing he's skinny. But I don't know. I don't think I would be able to get out. Oh, my nose keeps itching. What I put into it. Although, I mean, oh no. Look at a nap. Okay, no. Thought I had stuck one in the wrong spot. But it didn't. Y'all, this weather has got me tore up. And I've never had allergies, and yes, I know that you can accumulate allergies, but the weather has got my sinuses tore up. It was like 100 degrees here 2 weeks ago, and then the bottom dropped out, and it went to, from 104 heat index, it dropped to 67 during the night, and then it jumped back up to 90s during the day, and then last week, it was like gorgeous. Oh my god, if the temperature could stay like that year round, this would be the perfect place to live, weather-wise, because it was like, oh, there's so much here. But it was like high 70s, mid to high 70s. Okay, why do I have an extra piece? What? How do I have an extra piece? What the hell? Oh, this is 38 and 39. Oh, 38 and 38. Huh. Well, that's strange. But anyway, yeah, the weather here is like kooky for Cocoa Puffs. Oh, you know what? I bet that's for that one. Jeez Louise, woman. Yeah, okay. Alright, so here's this one. We're going to just set it right there. Take the plastic off of this. Alright. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pause, put these in order. I mean, I know they're in order, but as soon as I take them out, or maybe I can just do this. Anyway, the weather is jacked up, and so are my sinuses, is what I'm trying to say. So what is the weather where y'all are? I mean, fall is one of my favorite seasons. I love fall because of, you know, it's so hot in the summertime that it's finally cooling off and you can actually go outside and enjoy yourself. And I like spring because it's starting to warm up and the flowers are blooming and, you know, all the animals are stirring and I love fall and I love spring. So, but I betcha we're going to get a bad winter. It's going to probably be some of the worst winter we've seen in a while. Because it was hot this summer. And it doesn't seem like, even though we got flooded here, like really bad. I live in Paducah, Kentucky, and we were all over the news, along with, you know, other states that had issues too, but it's crazy how, as bad as it flooded and stuff, we didn't get a lot of rain this year. And I know that sounds like I'm talking out of both sides of my face, but we didn't get a whole lot of rain. You know, other than it raining really hard, really quick for those amount of days when we did flood. But it was like after that, it's like we've had hardly any rain this summer. I know because everybody's been griping about the crops and everything, so. But you know what, I mean, we gripe in the summer because it's too hot, wish it was cooler, and then we gripe in the winter because it's too cold, wish it was warmer. I don't know. Seems like it's getting to where we all end up sitting in the house most of the time anyway. I wonder if that over there is dry yet. Because I don't think it's going to take an hour. I mean, it'd probably take an hour to completely cure. pretty, it's drying pretty good. I knew that was going to happen. So, here's something. I love Harry Potter, okay? Now, when Harry Potter first came out, I had all the books, and only once did I ever go stand in line at Walmart at midnight to get a book. I almost did twice, but I did once. And luckily, I was able to be like within the first 20, so I didn't have to stand in line long. And I don't even remember which book it was. Just to be honest, I have no idea. I cannot remember for the life of me which book I stood in line for. It might have been the third one. I don't remember. But, oh my gosh. I had all the books, had all the movies. And I still watch them. They still, well, matter of fact, this morning I was flipping through channels and I seen that they were playing Harry Potter on, not A&E. What channel was that on? It was on a cable channel. I don't remember which one it was. But I almost stopped it and watched it. And I'm like, I don't feel like watching all that. Okay, so I think that's about all I'm going to get out of that. But I mean, you can see that is starting to really starting to dry up. But it's not drying up, it's getting gooey. So we're going to say that, I'm not even going to put that on there because I'm going to wash these. I really need to get this one. Let me go ahead and put these in here. So, when I seen this at Walmart a couple weeks ago and got it, the dude that checked me out was probably my age, y'all, and I got tickled. But it was just funny. It was just one of those you had to have been there moments. But the guy was like, have you ever watched the unfortunate something of Harry Potter? And I'm like, huh? There's more? He's like, yeah. I was like, no, I didn't even know that there were other Harry Potter movies out. So I felt like I don't know. But he was like, yeah, he said you gotta go watch them. It's like the unfortunate event or something like that. I can't remember. Not unfortunate. Oh my gosh. What is it called? Anyway, it's something Dumbledore, and then, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of these movies that I had no idea about. So, I get on my phone as soon as I get in my car. Because my husband was like, I didn't think he was ever going to shut up about Harry Potter. And then my husband, okay, look at you. My husband was like, oh my god. I was telling my friends about it, they were laughing. Okay, when we checked out that day, all I got was this Harry Potter thing, and then I got a bottle brush. So that I could clean out my hummingbird feeders easier by using a bottle brush, okay? Well, the dude, he had on camouflage and, all this stuff. And like I say, he was our age. And he picked up the bottle brush, because my husband was sitting there, he was going to pay for everything. And he said, oh, so you like Harry Potter? He was talking to me. Or he was talking to us, actually. And my husband's like, she does. He never really got into Harry Potter. And the guy picks up the bottle brush and looks at my husband, and like, this is the bottle brush. He goes, and throws it up over his head, and he goes, is this your magic wine? My husband's like, what? He does it again, he says, is this your magic wine? And my husband's just looking at him like, really, dude? Really? And then, he just kind of cuts me a look like, oh my god. And it was funny because of the way the dude did it, and he just did it right out of the blue. But what was even funnier is my husband don't care. He talks to anybody, everybody. He does not get embarrassed easily. I'm the one that's over going, oh my god. I hope nobody's seen that or heard that or, I do. I get embarrassed easily, and I'm very, I don't know. When I get out in a bunch of people, I get very anxious and stuff. Anyway, it was freaking hilarious. I started laughing. My husband's looking at me like, really? Really? So after Shane paid for it, he took off to the car. He just took off because this guy just kept talking and talking and talking and was telling me about these movies. And I'm like, I have no idea. I said, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I said, but I've never heard of these darn movies. Where had I been? Well, I know it was because, dang, when I finally found them, the one came out in 2016. Hell, I was working my ass off. I was working, all the time. Barely had time to even watch anything on television, much less go to the movies. But, that's why I didn't know nothing about it. But I finally found them on Amazon Prime, and I had to rent them. Oh, there's more up here. Anyway, I had to rent them. I've watched the first 2, but I've not watched the third one yet, so I still gotta watch the third one. But, they're pretty good. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you need to go watch them. My friends was telling me, it goes with the Harry Potter series, and it actually tells you how, everything came to be. And I'm like, where have I been? I mean, I don't even know if there's books out there of it. I don't know if it's just something they came up with or what and added to the series. But I'm like, I have not ever heard of these. Never heard of them. And I think I have got this one and this one in the wrong spots. Ooh, but I'm not going to be able to get this one out. Oop. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so now we're going to let this dry. Anyway, yeah, the movies are pretty good. I just wish now I could remember what they were called. I've got it on my phone, but, you know, I'm using my phone for video. Alright, ooh, that stuff is sticky. Alright, so what we got next? Okay, so we got that. So, alright, so those are going to go on here, but, ooh, my hands are just sticky. Alright, so it says that we need to flip these around. These have got, no, I could have sworn they had a plastic coating on them, but apparently not. Alright, so I've got to use some of that glue there. And put these, no I don't. I have these. Here's the end one. So, alright, these are going to go in. You know what, give me another paper towel. I'm afraid I'm going to get on this glue. Alright. Stick these in here. Of course, you know they're going to be all catty-cornered and stuff there. This has really been pretty easy. Alright, so this is going to go on here. Like how? Okay, like this. So that's what it's going to look like. Yep. That is what it's going to look like. Okay, so there's that one. And then we're going to do this one. This is pretty easy. I mean, it really is. I was a little afraid to do this on camera because I was like, man, this is going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, no, it's pretty easy. I just wonder if I got those on right. I mean, that's what it shows. Alright. So it is showing that, I wonder if, I don't think those are going to fall out if I turn it like this. You know, I got to put glue on these pieces here and then pop it on. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm liking this. I wish there was another one. I wish it had, like, different rooms. I'm going to have to Google it and see. Because that would be pretty cool if it did. It had different rooms that you can make. Because I think this one is the potion room, class, whatever. No, I have no idea how long this video is either. Okay. I gotta find, oh my goodness. Where is there? There. Ew! Where is it? Okay, now I see why it said right like that. Ew! Yeah, this is definitely going to be a, you want to know what not to do, go watch this girl put one together. I don't care. Okay, so it is on there for the most part. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. So we had it all mushed out too. So yeah, I think this would be cool if they had like another room. Because wasn't no, the Dark Arts was in the Slytherin. And then there was the Potions class. Wasn't that out in the, oh my gosh, out there where the plants and stuff was, I think. It's been so long since I've watched the first one. In a minute. Oh my god, where is it? There it is. There we go. Alright, so we've got that one on. Not real sturdy though. Well, this stuff ain't no joke, sticky. It ain't. I really need to pop it on here. Okay, well, mine's gonna have character. We're just gonna say that, okay? Alright, so what is next? Oh, we already got that. It says wait 60 minutes on that one too. Oops! Next! We're just gonna set these over here to dry. You know, I guess I could have been using these cardboard pieces in order to, instead of this, but it's alright. Alright, let's get this put away in case I need it again. Okay. These are just super, super cute. Alright, so now we're going to be doing furniture. Again, I have no flipping idea how long I have been filming, and I hope to God it's recording. Yeah, we're still recording. Alright, so here's these. Alright. So I guess I'm going to be making a table. Okay, so here's this. MJ, made in China. Alright, and everything. So this is what this is going to look like. Here's the table, and then we've got the shelves in the back. So we're going to take these out. Alright, H on the top. So basically, we just go in like that. I don't guess it really matters. Alright. Nope, it's the same on both sides. Yep. Okay, that's it. That's all we gotta do to that. And the same thing with this one. Okay. So we got the H's up at the top. Alright. So what are y'all doing on this lovely Friday night? I get so tickled sometimes when I think about the things that I do on weekends, which many of y'all know that my husband works swing shift. Well, this is the week that he is actually on nights, so, and my daughter's not here. So I'm here by myself on a Friday night, building a Harry Potter spell room. Woo, party animal. That's so funny. Okay, so this, we're just going to stick that in there just like that. And then, just like that. Oops, wait a minute. I put that on the wrong side, or does it matter? Does it go like that? There's just like that. Alright. And that one in there. You just go right down in there. Yeah, if y'all see this at Walmart, go get y'all one, because these are really, they're really cute. It really is. Okay. Man, my hand is sticky. Alright. Hopefully I get this one in here like this. Oh yeah. So that can be level. Yep. Okay, well, we got a table and 2 shelves. Alright, I'm gonna hold off doing that part for a second. And we're gonna go see what we need to do about this part. This is gonna be the fun part. Just put it over here where y'all can see what I'm doing. Ooh, look. Aren't these so cute? Oh my god. Look at these bottles. Oh, hell, it's just a damn, I thought it was a bottle. So what are we gonna do with this? It's so, well, heck. Okay. Well, those are cute. Look, we're just gonna put them right there on that little table. Look at that. Y'all see that? What does it say? It don't say nothing. Oh my gosh. These are so cute. I think they're mica powders. Look at that. Can you see that? Little beads in there. Look, okay, we're gonna just set those on there. Look, that's got like string in it. Look. Oh my gosh. These are adorable. You see that? This thing is worth the money just to get these little bottles. Look at that. Are these glass? No, they're plastic. Look, I took them just pull up against my tooth. Look. Look. Cute. Look at these. Oh my goodness. There's little seed beads up in there. You know that's what that is? Little seed beads. Oh my gosh. Alright, so here's empty ones. Okay. Little cat. Ooh. Funnel. Ooh. Oh, there's 2 in there. Oh, I just broke that. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I'm afraid. No. Okay, yeah. There's that. Alright. Here's a little pan with a lid. Here's this. There's little tweezers. Here's these. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Candlestick and candle. Well, it goes on there. There's 2 of them. Okay, I gotta get that. The plastic off. And I think that's it. That is it. That's all. Okay. Let me get that plastic off of there. How flippin' adorable. That is too cute. Okay, so. Got glue all over me. It'll come off with hot water. Hot soapy water. Alright, so what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Okay, we're gonna take this pot. Why has it got an arrow and a Y on it? I don't know. Okay, I don't, okay. Alright, so there's, okay. Let's go with the instructions and not the pictures for right this second. Alright, so I'm supposed to take this little top off. Is that what it I'm gonna take that off. It's just saying don't eat it. How do you take this off? Oh, I see now. Okay. Oh, okay. It twists off. Yes, no? What's that? Why is it not coming off? Okay, mix your ingredients. How to play with resin. Okay, let me read this and I'll be back. Okay, so after reading the instructions, this little candle, I put some of that little gray glue on here because this candle is supposed to go on here and it's not wanting to stay. Anyway, so I got the lid off. So there's resin in here. I am supposed to take, according to what it says, I am supposed to take the stuff that is in these little cute bottles, and I am supposed to, like, that's supposed to sit on there. See, yeah. That one's supposed to sit on there. This one, I guess sits on here. Maybe, I don't know. So anyway, I am supposed to take, oh, I got that stuff on my hands. I'm supposed to take these little funnels, and I'm supposed to take the stuff that's in these bottles, and I'm supposed to pour it into these bottles. But I don't want to, because I like those bottles. And I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm almost tempted not to do it. But, I don't know what to do. So here's the instructions. So, these labels is what's going to go on these bottles. So I'm supposed to take the resin that's in here. And I am supposed to, first this has got to go either under a UV lamp for 3 minutes or in the bright sun for 5. Well, hell, it's like 7 o'clock in the afternoon here. There's no sun and I don't have a UV lamp. Oh, decisions. I really don't want to mess up these little bottles. I think they're cute. And I'm supposed to take the stuff in here. And I'm supposed to pour it into these. Like these little pearlescent things. This is a little mortar and pestle. I'm supposed to pour some of these in here and crush it up because that's what's going to give it the iridescent look. And then I can take like this stuff here and put in it to make it look like it's floating. Same with these little things. Because it said that if I wanted it to look like it was floating, I could put them in there, put some resin in, set it on its side until it cures, and then finish mixing it, and then it'll look like it's floating. And then, like, okay, so one of these will be pink, one of these are going to be blue. I don't know what to do. Because I think those are just absolutely adorable, and I don't want to mess them up. Let me see. Well, there's a picture on the box. It shows, I want to see if I can, let me see, if I can get this in here without knocking everything over. Okay, so here's the picture. So you can see right here where I have to dump some of the stuff from the bottles into this. But, oh look, those are little schools. So, maybe I won't use everything and there will still be some in the bottles. Oops. But still, I don't have any sunlight because it's like 7:30 in the afternoon. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to come back and finish this up. I guess I will go ahead and do these. Because if nothing else, y'all, I've got stuff for my miniature stuff that I can put in these little bottles. If I were to use everything. Because, I mean, all that is little bitty teeny tiny seed beads. So these are skulls. So it's gonna, and one of these bottles gonna look like little shrunken heads. Okay. I might have to use my
regular glue on this because it's not wanting to stay. Okay, y'all. So, to be continued. Okay? Which for y'all ain't gonna be a matter of no time at all. But for me, I've got to wait until tomorrow. So, I'm going to stop right here. And then we will pick this back up tomorrow. Okay? Alright. We will see you in a bit. Hello, everybody. I am back. I had to pause I had to stop the video so that I could do these, but I thought that I had hit record. Well, I did, and then I hit pause, and then apparently I did not unpause it when I did these. So, here's a little catch up. The resin was in here, and it does not have enough resin to do both of these. because after I read the directions, you know, you've got, you know, it tells you how to do this. Now, I do not have a UV lamp, so it said that you can put this out in direct sunlight for like 5 to 10 minutes so that the resin will harden. So that's what I did. But you think you can do both of these, but there's not enough resin to do them both. So what I did is I did some of this, which did not turn out the way I wanted it, because it said on these instructions that if you want it to look like your little things are floating, to turn it over on its side, and then you can pour the rest of the resin in there. Well, me being a dummy, I took and put this outside and laid it on its side instead of setting it up, because I knew there wasn't going to be enough resin. Because I put some in this one also, just so I would have some in each of them. So now that's looking very odd. Okay, so what I did is I made this one, which was this, and I just took this wee little spoon. I hope I have y'all in to where you can see. Anyway, I just took a couple scoops out of this, stuck it in the resin, mixed it around, and poured some in this. And then I took a little bit of this pink, stuck it in, because this was all blue, stuck it in here, and it made this sort of purple potion. And I used the funnel, but I took and I kind of put some on the sides to where it looked like it was like bubbling out. And I think what I'm going to do is, well, I'm not going to do it right this second, because I have a lid that goes on this somewhere. Anyway, we're just going to put this together because I just want to be done with it. Now, this was fun to do. I did enjoy doing it. These are supposed to go on here, but I'm not sure. I'll figure these out later. Let me just put the lid on that. Well, I brought my glue out because I'm probably going to have to glue all of this stuff because it's not wanting to sit like it should. So, what I'm trying to do... You know what? Let me pause. Okay. So, move that out of the way. I've got all these pieces and parts. So, it says on the instructions, being this is all dry now. So, here's the floor. And then we're going to put the walls in. Shouldn't have to glue these in. Shouldn't.
It should just go right in there. Should. And I could have. No, I think there it goes. Oh my word. Okay. I think I glued these over. Ooh, I almost broke that. Let me see if it makes a difference. Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, that took a minute, but I got them in there. So this is what it looks like. Now I hope I've got enough light on this. Maybe I can see a little bit better like that. Okay, so. Put my box up here for reference. Alright, so I'm going to end up gluing this down. So, I'm going to glue all the parts and pieces in place so that nothing, so I can pick this up and go, put it somewhere. So I'm not going to do it though until I get this situated on how I want I have two more, you know I want to use them. So I think I'm going to put them, no, I wonder if, Okay, so the table will go in like so. One of these is going to go underneath. And then the potion, which, okay, y'all, I put a little bit of cotton in there to make it look like it was bubbling. So this is supposed to go on there like that. Then we've got this, and it shows this is sitting in that. Then this one is just sitting on the table. Then you got the little beaker things. And then we've got the candles on here. And then we have all the bottles sitting on the shelves. Okay, we got a couple over here. Okay, then we got, instead of that, there's like two up there. And then there's one. I wish I stuck this stuff on here before I put the table. And then you got your mortar and pestle. It goes on the shelf. This is where I'm going to glue all this stuff. Okay, so that goes up there, really. Alright, there's that. Then we have this pot, and this has got a lid. I don't know what I did with it. Alright, so there's a pot, and then this little thing here has got all these little tools in it. And it's just sitting on the floor with the lid kind of up against it. And then I guess if, well, we could put these back here. Could just stack them on top of each other. There's a lot of stuff. It's really kind of
overcrowded. And then these are the barrels, and they're just sitting around. So there is the Harry Potter Miniverse. It's supposed to be the potions class. So okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I am sorry that I did not get this part on video. Hopefully I'm on video right now. So I'm going to glue everything down the way I want it, and then I will come back and show the after. Okay, so this is the finish product. And I have glued everything down to where you can move it and nothing comes out. So there's that. And let me take you off here. And then that's what it's supposed to look like. And then this is the finished product. So, alright y'all. I hope you enjoyed this little, well, it's quite long. I'm going to have to put it in fast motion because it's almost an hour and a half long. So, alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if anyone has bought this from Walmart and did it, let me know how yours turned out. So, alright, until my next video, I will see you all later. Bye, y'all.